Man, how I trade out Prada joggers for stay clothes. How I get the counting mail stamps from them bank rolls. Ask the ops, we chase down like the bank closed. You don't appreciate your freedom to that gate closed.
Shout out to the trappers, we all back later. This the out of Henny Man Battle Rap Trap, and we definitely got the streets. Alright, first and foremost, man, I want to shout out to the Streets of Philly and Battle Academy, man. We just had a fire battle drop between myself and News 215. We did that joke right in the heart of Philly, right in front of Max's on the street corner. I need y'all to check out a clip real quick.
And before battle rap, I got it in the mail. If I ain't had that for sale, I had this for sale. For the baby, like I had kids for sale. Trees, candy, cane, it's a Christmas sale. Ounces enough, ounces enough, ounces enough. You can't even tip the scale. Being broke don't go with Henny like ginger ale. I pray every day, but it's like we live in hell. Dark nights, the homies had to pay a Christian bail. Bro, I've been in them cells. You should shut up and listen. You love becoming a victim. It's becoming addiction. And when them gates open, my bros know I'm coming to get them. It's like Jumanji. All my people stuck in the system. Just started when we was children. How we gonna take school serious? We done been to more funerals than first periods. I'm just curious. If you can't relate, then fall back. My contacts is full of people I can't contact. Where your boss at? I can't trust a thing this child says. Hey Philly, what a loud. This is Wild West. My people got the 3D printer. I just gotta buy a leg. I was searching for a ghost gun like Angela Valdez, holding stick.
Alright, I'm gonna put the link to that battle in the top comments. I love that, Joan. Make sure y'all go over there and run them numbers up for me, please. I appreciate it. Since we talking about getting back to the essence, man, I want to shout out to Geechee Gotti, Active, and Kylie Plug. They actually got back to the essence, and they did an event called the Hub and the Dub, and they did just that too. I ain't gonna use a clip of the battle. You can see it on the screen. I put that link in the top comment as well, because y'all definitely should check that out, man. We getting back to the essence, back to the energy, you feel me? And speaking of getting back to the essence, I played a little trickery with one of the OGs of the industry, you feel me? My dog GOODZ, man. Now, TWORK was in the spaces last week, basically being asked his opinion on who's a superstar in the culture and who's not. And GOODZ's name came up. It was a long, eventful weekend for me, so I was just sitting on this joint. I wanted to wait till there wasn't nothing going on, and I said, I'm gonna drop this. Now, it was Capo involved in the conversation, Yoshi involved in the conversation. I could have titled it different or used different thumbnails and all that, but I said, nah, I think TWORK and GOODZ got some underlying issues anyway. Let's focus on that. So I put up the blog yesterday. It says, TWORK intense debate, quote unquote, GOODZ is not a superstar.
All right, so look, GOODZ, right? GOODZ is a tactician. He's super crazy, but to me, I don't consider him a star. Like GOODZ is like a Tim Duncan, but I'm not saying Tim Duncan in the All-Star game.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
I figured it would get people talking. I figured it would get GOODZ to give some type of response, and GOODZ did just that. With the blog called TWORK Said I'm Not a Superstar. Set it up. Now, I'm going to give y'all a little clip of what he said in there. Check this out.
You can't get mad at somebody else's opinion, so I'm not mad at the opinion because it's his opinion. I respect it. I live off of facts, so that's what we just here to state. Facts. That's all. First thing I'm going to say is Tim Duncan is arguably the greatest power forward to ever play the game. So I think that was a bad comparison. Tim Duncan was a superstar. Some stuff are just facts, and some stuff is just like stupid. And I'm the first one to say it. I am not for everybody at all. Another thing he said, people that's superstars to him is people that perform, do all the antics and the little two-step shuffles, and everybody got that same, and they move their hands, and that's a superstar to him. The fact that I could stand in one place and command and control the whole room is the exact reason why I'm a superstar. I was a superstar before URL even came around. When URL came around, they called all the top battle rappers to them. Now, another way you could tell you're a superstar, when y'all see these little cards get put together and they got a small budget, it's certain rappers they call for those cards because they know they can get them for the budget they got. They would never call a Mook. They would never call a Loaded Lux because they know what they got to pay him. They would never call a Hitman because they know what they got to pay him. And as we all know, they would never call a GOODZ because you don't see GOODZ on small cards because they know what they have to pay him. Leagues? No, ask the leagues. The leagues will tell you in a heartbeat who's the superstars. when you see GOODZ come out, it's a big battle. Before we get out of here, let me say this. You know what also makes me a superstar? Numbers. Like this.
All right, now I'm going to put the link to that joint in the top comments as well, man. Salute to GOODZ for handling that like an adult. You know, a lot of people will be like, what do you mean I ain't a superstar, man? You disrespect everything about him. Nah, GOODZ just said, hey, listen, I'm a superstar. I don't care. I'll tell you why I'm a superstar. And of course, TWORK held his opinion when somebody took to Twitter and said, this will be fire. GOODZ versus New Jersey TWORK URL. This is a movie. New Jersey TWORK responded and said, simply, N-word can't F with me. All right, now I want to give y'all a couple other reactions from Twitter about this topic right here. Man, my dog Acito, who's a blogger that y'all need to subscribe to if you're not already, says N-word saying GOODZ is not a superstar is effing insane. GOODZ is not only a superstar, but he sells tickets. Extremely well branded, known and respected in and out of battle rap. Millions of views. GOODZ is God tier. F is y'all talking about? Mickey Facts gets involved and says Eunice is a superstar and not GOODZ. Wow. Hip Hop is Real said, come on, man. If GOODZ not superstar, Sue Surf not a superstar, how is this a debate? Dear Me Detroit says, Drunk Twerk was hilarious. He actually said Eunice is a superstar, but GOODZ isn't. Legend the Dude says, GOODZ is definitely a battle rap superstar. RG Court says, New Jersey Twerk, my boy, you wildin' saying GOODZ not a superstar. If he not, then none of you new N-words are. Mad Slander says, GOODZ is very much so a superstar in battle rap. Twerk is high, but to no surprise either. Lee Green said, Twerk saying GOODZ not a star in battle rap is wild. Nasty work. He may not be God tier, but he's definitely a star. So it seemed like the people's vote saying, man, but I already know what time Twerk on. I think it's a little bit of bad blood between them two. That's only gonna get hashed out in the ring. Until then, Twerk ain't got no good words for GOODZ, no pun intended. But GOODZ said, shut it up. I respect the wreck, you feel me? So y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments, man. But we got a couple other topics, man. We're gonna keep it on New Jersey Twerk for now. I don't know if y'all seen A-Ward's interview with 15 Minutes of Fame where he alleged that Twerk stole some of the bars from his Real Deal battle and actually had already used those in his Funk Flex freestyle. If y'all didn't see the interview, there's no need to check it out now because A-Ward actually took to Twitter and said, for the record, I was incorrect when I said Twerk recycled from his I-95 or Flex verse. I owe him that apology. I thought one of the bars I heard was something I just heard him say when I was prepping for him. I was in promo mode doing that interview with Rob and was mistaken. Twerk and Deal had a great battle and it was wrong for me to highlight a negative I was obviously not 100% sure on. Now, shout out to New Jersey Twerk. He replied and said, appreciate you clearing this up. Something else I seen that was interesting on Twitter. Misfit said, Riot, it's time for me. Now listen, I know maybe I'm warped in the battle rap world, but I also saw KP from over there at the Riot say, pay attention. And I see this tweet right here say, it's time? I don't know, could we be getting Misfit versus Jazz soon or something? I don't know, man. A guy can hope, you feel me? Now, I don't know if y'all seen what's been going on with Chris Petty. Shout out to Polo. He got a conversation on his page with Chris Petty and K Walker where Chris Petty saying some controversial statements and they kind of jumping on him for saying what he said or whatever. But if you don't know, Chris Petty represents Chef Trez as a manager, and they also seem to be pretty good friends, man. So there's a lot of confusion and a lot of it's an event in Atlanta coming up and all that. Mostly Chris Petty was saying it, but Chef Trez just went ahead and laid all his cards on the table and said, it's not a single one of y'all that's gonna be pressing ish when y'all come to Atlanta. Y'all gonna enjoy y'all battle event and go home. That's it. I take that as Chef Trez just showing love for his dog and saying, hey, listen, we ain't here for all that, you feel me? Now, I don't know the full ins and outs of that story, so I'm gonna leave that right there. If y'all know about it, let me know in the comments. That's pretty much what I got for y'all right now, man. Let me know what y'all think about all these topics in the comments. I'm gonna try to see what else I can find for y'all today, man. In the meantime, between time, I'm out. It's Battle Rap Trap. We got the street.
I wasn't allowed to slow down. Fuck rap, every day was strapped for the showdown. I was out in NoCal, back when I ain't no cow. Your favorite battle rapper ain't never seen a whole pound. I see dead people. I see dead people. Yeah. They say it's money on the floor. They say it's bitches. I see dead people. They say it's smoke on the air. This shit remind me of the trap. Where we at? I see dead people. They say it's money on the floor. They say it's bitches in the back. They say it's smoke all in the air. This shit remind me of the trap. Where we at? I see dead people. I see dead people. One time for the hustlers. Started off with a half ounce, I had to double up. Now I'm sipping Henny straight up out my double cover. Culture full of clowns and I'm going for the juggler. They in the comment section like